The streaming service's new musical adaptation of the classic fairy tale is an unwatchable mess by Sep3, 2021, 10:31 a.m. Ed Photo. Amazon Studios' Cinderella by way of TikTok has arrived, with a new, non-Disney musical adaptation of the classic fairy tale on Amazon Prime Video. But this anachronistic reimagining of the story doesn't remotely understand the audience it's talking down to. You know the story. Long ago in a far-off kingdom, an obedient and beautiful young woman is bullied by her evil stepmother and ugly stepsisters, then escapes because of a fairy godmother, a glass slipper, and a charming prince. But what if Cinderella's evil stepmother, Frozen's Idina Menzel, were more of a Jane Austen mom, worried that marrying rich is the only path for a woman's happiness? What if the stepsisters aren't ugly, so much as insecure? What if Cinderella doesn't seek salvation through some posh prince, but through her own creative desires? On paper, this sounds promising. In execution, Amazon's Cinderella is absolutely unwatchable. Writer-director Kate Cannon thrilled critics and audiences with her debut Blockers, which tells a raunchy but heartwarming story of parents and teens. However, she also created the forgettable Netflix series Girlboss, so perhaps it isn't surprising that her idea of female empowerment already feels vintage. Photo: Amazon Studios pop star Camila Cabello headlines as Ella, who dreams of leaving behind her basement apartment and demanding step-family to become a fashion designer with her own shop. The fashion she creates is ugly, full of frills and flourish with no sense of sophistication. Even the big ball gown that's meant to be a moment of style spectacle, and is described in the film as pure fantasy, looks at best like a pricey prom dress. More troubling, however, is how Cannon trades in the validation of hooking a prince in favor of the validation of commercial success. The focus on Ella's dressmaking isn't on the pride it brings her, but on how she could make money at it. Because your passion means nothing if you can't exploit it under capitalism. Remember that, kiddies. Learn nothing from the burnout of millennial hustle culture. But fret not, Ella still hooks the prince, though he's not all that. Prince Robert, Nicholas Galitzine, has no interest in politics, becoming king, or much of anything beyond gallivanting with his band of merry brothers at least, until he sees Ella. Then he turns into pick-me boy, dressing down to impress and buying a gown from Ella to win her attention. Does he believe in her work, or is he just hot for her? Who's to say? He's as poorly developed as he is blandsome. He has no ambition beyond attaining Ella, which is not exactly a fairy tale romance by today's standards.